Hello and welcome. Join me as we journey across the world's most isolated islands, fragments of land lost in the vastness of the ocean. These places are shrouded in mystery, shaped by their profound isolation. We'll uncover stories of survival, unique cultures, and ecosystems found nowhere else on Earth. From volcanic peaks to ice-bound shores, witness the resilience of life at the edge of the world. Let's begin our voyage to these remarkable hidden islands. Our first stop is Tristan da Cunha, the most remote inhabited archipelago on Earth. Located deep in the South Atlantic Ocean, this tiny island is often called the world's loneliest isle. It's a place where the horizon stretches endlessly, and the nearest neighbor is over 1,500 miles away. Reaching Tristan da Cunha is an adventure in itself. There are no airports, no tourist ports, just a week-long sea voyage across unpredictable waters. The journey is a test of patience and endurance, with the island slowly emerging from the mist after days at sea. The island is dominated by a single towering volcano, its slopes descending to the settlement of Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. Here, colorful houses cluster together, sheltered beneath the ever-present shadow of the mountain. Fewer than 300 people call Tristan home. Their lives are shaped by the rhythms of the ocean and the looming presence of the volcano, forging a unique sense of resilience and unity. Islanders work the land, tending potato patches and raising livestock. The sea provides too, with sustainable lobster fishing forming the backbone of the local economy. Every task is a communal effort, and self-sufficiency is a way of life. With only a handful of surnames, everyone is connected by family ties. The island's isolation has preserved a unique dialect and a culture where stories and traditions are passed down through generations. Time moves differently here. Days are marked by the changing weather and the needs of the community. Bonds are forged by necessity, and every gathering is a celebration of togetherness. To stand on Tristan's rocky shores, with waves crashing at your feet and nothing but ocean for miles, is to truly understand what it means to be remote. This is a world apart, where life is defined by distance, resilience, and the enduring spirit of a small community at the edge of the world. We venture south to Bouvet Island, the most remote land on Earth. This Norwegian territory is closer to Antarctica than Norway, shrouded in ice and mist. Uninhabited and nearly inaccessible, Bouvet is a fortress of solitude, sheer cliffs, stormy seas, and a glacial volcano. Only seals and penguins endure here, clinging to the few ice-free rocks. In 1964, an abandoned lifeboat was found. Its origin still a mystery. Bouvet holds its secrets close, a frozen sentinel at the world's end. It serves no human purpose, it simply exists. To see Bouvet is to feel awe and insignificance before nature's raw power. It is the furthest one can be from anywhere, a true monument to isolation. Now to the Pacific's Pitcairn Island, famous for the HMS Bounty mutineers. Here, in 1790, the mutineers and their Tahitian companions burned their ship and vanished from the world. Today, fewer than 50 descendants remain, speaking a unique Creole and living much as their ancestors did. Pitcairn is accessible only by infrequent supply ships, reinforcing its isolation. Islanders grow their own food, carve wood, and sell honey and stamps for income. The past is ever present, from the Bounty's anchor to settlers' graves. Pitcairn is a place of natural beauty and a living story of rebellion and survival. Its human tale makes it one of the world's most fascinating isolated places. Our journey takes us to the windswept shores of Rapa Nui, better known as Easter Island, an isolated speck of land in the vast Pacific Ocean, thousands of kilometers from the nearest continent. This enigmatic island is one of the world's most mysterious and remote inhabited places, shrouded in legend and wonder. For centuries, the Rapa Nui people lived in isolation, developing a unique culture and language, cut off from the rest of the world by endless blue waters. Their most enduring legacy is the nearly 900 moai statues, towering stone figures that have become icons of mystery and human ingenuity. These colossal statues, carved from volcanic rock, stand as silent sentinels, their faces gazing inland, guarding the island's secrets. The question of how these giants were moved and erected, using only ancient technology, remains one of archaeology's greatest marvels and puzzles. But the island's history is also a cautionary tale. a story of ambition, resourcefulness, and ultimately, of environmental limits. Centuries of deforestation and overuse of resources led to ecological collapse, transforming lush forests into barren hills and threatening the very survival of its people. Yet, despite these hardships, the spirit of the Rapa Nui endures. Today, their descendants keep ancient traditions alive through dance, language, and ritual. They share their rich heritage with visitors from around the globe, inviting others to learn from their history and resilience. Tourism now sustains the island's economy, providing jobs and opportunities for the local community, but it also brings new challenges, balancing preservation with the pressures of modern life and global attention. To stand before the moai is to feel the weight of ambition, artistry, and tragedy, a powerful reminder of what humanity can achieve and what it can lose. Easter Island is not just a place of ancient wonders, but a living museum where the past and present meet. It stands as a powerful lesson, a testament to human creativity, resilience, and the lasting impact we have on our environment. And next, Socotra, an island in the Arabian Sea that feels like another planet. Its isolation has created a landscape of bizarre trees, like the dragon's blood and bottle tree, found nowhere else. Over a third of its plants and nearly all its reptiles and snails are unique to Socotra. The Socotri people speak an ancient language and live in harmony with this alien environment. Socotra's reefs teem with marine life, contrasting the arid land above. Remoteness has protected its ecosystem, but climate change and instability now threaten it. Visiting Socotra is a rare privilege, a glimpse into a lost world of evolutionary wonders. It's a living testament to the planet's strange and fragile diversity. We sail to the Kerguelen Islands, France's Desolation Islands in the southern Indian Ocean. Vast, windswept, and battered by storms, Kerguelen is home only to rotating teams of scientists. The landscape is carved by glaciers and dominated by the unique Kerguelen cabbage. Despite harsh conditions, life thrives. Massive colonies of penguins, albatrosses, and elephant seals crowd the shores. The islands are a sanctuary for wildlife, untouched by permanent human settlement. Kerguelen is a world of contrasts, bleak yet teeming with life. Exploring here is to witness nature at its most raw and untamed. It remains a wild, windswept refuge at the edge of the world. Our voyage returns to St. Helena, a remote and windswept island in the South Atlantic Ocean, forever marked by its most famous resident, Napoleon Bonaparte. This isolated outpost, with its dramatic cliffs and rolling hills, became the final chapter in the life of the exiled emperor, shaping the island's destiny for generations to come. Its extreme isolation made it the perfect prison, lying 1,200 miles from the nearest coast of Africa and surrounded by endless ocean. For those sent here, escape was unthinkable, and the island's remoteness has defined its character ever since. Napoleon's presence transformed St. Helena from an obscure British outpost into a place of global intrigue. Today, his legacy endures, drawing visitors from around the world to sites like Longwood House, where echoes of his exile still linger in the air. For centuries, St. Helena was accessible only by a long and often perilous sea voyage, reinforcing its sense of isolation. Now, with the opening of a small airport, the island is finally connected to the wider world, welcoming new visitors and opportunities. The island's landscape is a study in contrasts, shifting from stark volcanic cliffs that plunge into the sea to lush green hills and mysterious cloud forests teeming with unique wildlife. Each corner of St. Helena tells a different story, shaped by wind, water, and time. Among its most remarkable residents is Jonathan the tortoise, who at nearly 190 years old has witnessed more history than any living human. He is a living symbol of endurance, quietly reminding us of the island's long and fascinating past. St. Helena today balances its unique heritage with the challenges and opportunities of the modern world. Historic architecture stands side by side with new developments, reflecting a community that honors its past while looking to the future. The Saints, as the islanders are affectionately known, are renowned for their warmth and hospitality. Their identity has been forged by centuries of isolation, creating a close-knit community with a rich and distinctive culture. To visit St. Helena is to step into a living story, one shaped by exile, endurance, and transformation. Here, every landscape and every face tells a tale, inviting you to become part of the island's ever-evolving journey. Now, north to Bear Island, Bjornoya in the Barents Sea, the southernmost Svalbard island. It's a fortress of rock and ice, uninhabited except for a handful of meteorological staff. Towering cliffs host one of the world's largest seabird colonies, alive with guillemots, kittiwakes, and puffins in summer. The landscape is stark tundra, dotted with lakes and battered by Arctic storms. Polar bears are rare visitors. Arctic foxes and birds rule the island. The surrounding waters are rich, supporting this abundance of life. Remnants of failed human ventures are slowly reclaimed by nature. Now a protected reserve, Bear Island is a symbol of the Arctic's raw beauty and fragility. Here, nature reigns supreme. We head south to Macquarie Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site between New Zealand and Antarctica. It's the only place where Earth's mantle rocks rise above sea level, a geological marvel. The island teems with life. 500,000 royal penguin pairs, king penguins, and 80,000 elephant seals crowd its shores. Fur seals, once nearly extinct, have rebounded. The climate is harsh, windswept, rainy, and often shrouded in mist. Only research staff live here, studying this unique ecosystem. After a massive eradication effort, native plants and seabirds are recovering. Macquarie stands as a beacon of conservation and wild beauty. Our final stop, North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal, home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted peoples on Earth. The island is off-limits, protected by Indian law to preserve the Sentinelese way of life. For 60,000 years, they have lived in isolation, fiercely rejecting all contact. Their survival depends on remaining undisturbed. Outside diseases could be devastating. Every approach is met with hostility, a clear message to be left alone. The Indian government enforces a strict exclusion zone. North Sentinel is a humbling reminder that some worlds are not ours to explore. The greatest respect we can show is to let them remain undisturbed. Our journey to the world's most isolated islands ends here. These places are symbols of resilience, adaptation, and enduring mystery. Even in our connected age, life thrives in solitude, shaped by the ocean's vastness. Which island amazed you most? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for joining this expedition to the edges of the Earth. Until our next adventure, stay curious.